I could not share my experience kasi wala naman din akong, nakapagturo lang ako ng online. Pero as a student, I do not personally know kung ano yung feeling nung nasa other part ka ng laptop, parang tayo ngayon, no? So, help help them understand it more, tsaka ma-enlighten sila. Hi everyone, I'm Faith Conanan, a medical doctor from the Philippines. So embracing the new normal that we are in right now, recently I have been getting questions regarding online classes. So personally, my experience with online classes are limited. So for today's episode, I have invited with me medical students from first year to third year to enlighten us more and share the experience on how a typical school day of a medical student is. So some of the concerns that we will be talking about are points regarding attendance, class participation, group dynamics, how are laboratory classes simulated, do they have lunch break, how do they switch from one class to another. We'll also talk about dealing with distractions, technical difficulty, connection problems, tuition changes. And they will also give you tips as well on what gadgets or what apps to use for your online classes. Also be giving you advice on how to switch to the traditional way of learning and incorporate it into the digital learning as the new normal. If you want to know more about it, please keep on watching. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, click that notification bell so you will be notified once I upload a new video. So, let's get to it. Hi!
Hello.
Vlog. So for today's episode, we will be joined by Dr. Mercado, Dr. Donado, and Dr. Magdangal to share their experience and their stories about having online classes, new normal na work from home or internship. I could not share my experience kasi wala naman din akong, nakapagturo lang ako ng online. Pero as a student, I do not personally know kung ano yung feeling nung nasa other part ka ng laptop, parang tayo ngayon, no? So, help them understand it more, tsaka ma-enlighten sila.
Yes.
So, to start with, a day in a life, how do they check for your attendance?
Nauna nagsuspend ng classes a week before yung national lockdown. Or that week, yung ibang departments start na ng online classes. So, form of attendance kasi nila is they'll ask you to send back output. During the dry run, that's how they did it.
Amin naman, kasi diba, in Clerkship right now, so we were divided per cluster. There are 6 clusters all in all. There are about 42 students per cluster. Chine-check muna nung preceptor namin kung complete na 42 na kami in the meeting. Tinitignan na lang yung number.
So
para
numbers,
oo,
number, tama. Mas mabilis nga din yung number na yun. Pero during the attendance, are all of you seen in the screen o parang mga list of names lang kayo?
Depende sa lecture. Kunyari, yung like what we had this morning, gusto nung preceptor namin, naka-on yung video namin. Kahit naka-mute.
Tama.
So, chinachat na lang namin siya.
Amin naman yung checking of attendance, nakita lang yung names. Merong parang chat box, isusulat mo yung name mo doon. And then, may magche-check, yung college secretary.
Lang ba siya before the subject? O before and after the subject, nag-check siya?
Usually, pagka-start ng class, and then hihintayin lang namin yung chat box na sabihin na write your name for attendance.
So random siya. Oo, random. Maganda. How about your class schedule? Paano siya? Same pa din ba siya ng traditional learning natin?
Sa class schedule namin, same pa rin naman. So, syempre, 8 to 5 yon. Actually, yeah, it's the same. Naging online lang talaga siya. Pero, mas free ka lang. Parang sa bahay lang kasi.
Short-lived lang yung official online classes namin. After nagsuspend, lahat ng online sessions or online lectures are done voluntarily by departments and or yung student or initiative ng student if mag-join siya or hindi. So, hindi ko masyadong this coming year, ano na siya, structured na siya.
Ano pa din yun, no? Anong tawag dito? Block section pa din kayo?
Yeah, block section pa rin. Block section.
Okay.
Nabutan din kami nung lockdown, nung latter part nung third year namin. It was the entire week nun, exam dapat kami. So parang, oh no, anong gagawin? The week after that, nag-continue ng classes online. We have an online system kasi we call Moodle. Yun yung global system ng College of Medicine namin na doon nag-upload ng mga lectures. Yung mode of exam taking talaga namin is mostly may computer lab kami, doon kami nag-e-exam. They're trying to integrate other ways of learning na outside the classroom para hindi naman sa they were preparing for this, pero I guess it's to mix things up besides the traditional classroom setup.
Also have a concern. For example, di ba, sa classroom, minsan may mga extension of classes tayo. Do you also experience it sa online classes? Like, kung gusto mo mag-CR, or kung, di ba, minsan gusto mong kumain, how do you ask permission? O mas advantageous sa part na nasa bahay?
There's no permission, required kasi hindi naman din nila alam. Yung ngayon, kung malakas internet mo sa CR, why not? True. Pero yung ngayon, pag naka-on yung video namin, wala, parang tuloy lang naman si lecture kasi like now, may screen sharing siya. Hindi niya kita lahat. So, baka may umalis na dyan, may nakatulog na din pala dyan.
Hindi sila nag-require na on-cam ka. And lahat naka-mute yung mic. Do not really require you to turn on your, what do you call this, your camera. Although, doctors would ask in the middle of the discussion, what do you think, doc? Ganyan.
Totoo yan.
Dapat attentive ka pa rin because you
Nakaka-pressure.
really have to
Gugulat nila.
Gugulatin ka nila, di ba?
Hindi talaga sa prof.
Depende.
So ito, can you share with us your typical online school day? Nga kanina, nasabi nyo na on-cam assessment, no? You have already discussed about that.
Amin kasi, usually, ang mga professors, they come in early. Since sa amin kasi hindi siya everyday, since not departments ay nag-o-offer ng online lectures. So, there are certain days lang na kailangan mong gumising na umaga. So, yun nga, major adjustment kasi. So, since kasi nag-lockdown, so yan, Netflix, binge watching, ganyan. Well, sanay ka naman napupuyat when having face-to-face classes. Pero when sa bahay ka, iba talaga kasi. The night before pa lang, you really have to psych yourself up na tomorrow
may pasok.
So, yung breaks lang though, hindi ka masyadong makapag-interrupt during online classes. Unlike kapag face-to-face na you can raise your hand or if you wanna go, or if you wanna have a break, 5-minute break, ganyan. Hawak talaga ng professor or kasi naman ng lecturer kung kailan kayo mag-break. Sometimes kasi kapag naranasan ko na whole day na online class, sometimes karamdam na lang sila na lunch na pala, ganyan. So, doon papasok yung lunch break. So, very flexible yung time. Hindi siya katulad, it's not as rigid like face-to-face class.
Yun kasi yung concern ko. For example, like 8 to 10, di ba? 10, nandun na yung next prof. Pag online class ba, nandun na rin siya ng 10. Like, ka-sign out nyo, sign in na kayo agad dun sa next prof. Ganun ba siya nag-work?
This is really, it's new din talaga. Clerk from home. So, currently, my rotation is the Department of Surgery. So, nag-schedule sila na these are the different consultants who are going to give their lectures. Maximum 2 hours per lecture. Yung schedule namin is within the 8 to 5 spectrum. Pero, call can happen anytime and we have an officer who relays to the doctors na kung available na ba siya. Tapos magsasabi na, wait lang 5 minutes, nagsiset up pa ako. Pinigay na sila ahead of time. Parang, parang yung typical school setup na may doctor in charge of giving the scale. Tapos yung mga
guide.
Yung may mga secretaries din naman helping out. So, kaya very, very flexible ang online class ngayon.
No?
Online school day. Based on experience, nung nagsa-start pa lang yung online class, lalo na nung first week, second week, parang dahil sobrang chill lang, gano'n, parang 8 o'clock yung klase, gising ka ng 7:59, nakahiga ka, tapos login ka lang, gano'n. So yun. Pero ayun, ang saya ng ganun kasi nakapajama ka pa, nakahiga ka pa. Kasi ayun, madalas nun pagka-login ko, syempre nasa kama pa, nakahiga pa, ganun. Tapos ayun, minsan makakatulugan ko, ganun. Pero syempre, dapat hindi, di ba? Pero noon, syempre, ginawa ko na lang din yung parang nung sa in-campus na classes. So, dapat morning pa lang, at least mga 15 minutes before the lecture, yung gigising, kakain, maliligo, tapos, yun, magpe-prepare for online exam. Pero sobrang tempting nga kasi talaga nung 7:59 alarm, gano'n. Tapos 8 a.m. lecture. Ayun. Sa switching of classes naman, ang gusto ko naman kasi, halimbawa, 8 a.m. ang lecture, and then 10 a.m. ang next class. Usually sa amin, mga doktor, natatapos sila mga 30 minutes before the next lecture, ganun. Kaya parang masaya din kasi parang break time mo din, ganun.
Dun sa 30 minutes na kasi yun, big help din sa student yun kasi parang makakapag-rest siya, tapos makapag-prepare siya dun sa next class. When you switch one class to another class, siyempre pati yung mga gamit nyo, so katabi nyo rin ba yung mga bag nyo dyan? Naka-ready na ba yung materials nyo for the day? O ano lang siya, gadget lang talaga siya?
Like,
Pero kasi even before the online classes, usually naman yung mga mo and everything books, usually naman nasa gadget na siya. So hindi siya masyadong major adjustment. Unless kung pen and paper person ka.
Ako, ganun ako. Nag-highlight pa din ako. Sinusundan ko yung libro.
Ako din naman.
Actually, yun din yung big advantage sa medicine, diba? Kasi parang super dami mong resources. Lahat nun, nasa iPad mo na, nasa laptop mo na, ganun. So, nasanay na rin tayo dun sa ganun type of learning. Although, minsan, may mga students din kasi na mahilig mag-print, no? Yun nga yung mahilig mag-highlight, ganun.
Personally, nagpiprint pa rin ako.
Okay, nagpiprint pa din kahit nasa bahay na.
Kapag kasi nakikinig lang ako, tapos wala akong ginagawa, nakatingin lang ako sa iPad, nakaganyan lang ako. Wala. Agad ako maantokin, mawawala ako sa focus. So, dapat active pa rin. No?
The next question, are you still required to wear uniform o meron kayong mga proper outfit?
Noong una, sabi, dapat in school uniform. Tapos yun nga, nung mga first 2 weeks, may mga classmates kami na naka-uniform sila, ganyan. Pero nung after, parang di na masyadong naging issue yung isusuot.
I mean, hindi siya required. I mean, nung past experience. Pero I heard ngayon, kasi nauna yung mga clerks din sa amin. So, online clerkship din sila. And they are required to wear uniforms daw. Na-assume ko na ganun din ang magiging guidelines sa amin once we resume classes. Personally, ang take ko dyan, kahit walang dress code, I see to it na kapag mag-online class ako, I'm wearing something na hindi ko ikakahiyang makita ko. Yung pag nag-join ka sa isang platform, di mo na mamalay, naka-on pala yung camera mo, ganyan. So, I wanna make sure na hindi
revealing, mga tube tops, sleeveless, diba?
Sure na presentable ka
presentable
pa rin.
Pa din naman.
That's the proper way naman. Even if it's online, it's still technically
class.
Formal setting.
And it's also a way to show respect to your professor, di ba? Kasi nag-prepare siya for the lecture, ganyan, you came into the class, so you might as well be prepared then. Sa kanina, yung dun sa class participation, do you think nakakapag-participate well yung class or you as an individual, were you given enough time to ask questions or to clarify things during discussion?
Yes naman. Diba may chat box on the side. Depends on the doctor. Sasabihin niya na you can unmute if you have questions or you can type it sa chat box. I'll be looking at it intently. And may mga iba na gusto talaga nila, sige lang, react lang kayo kahit ano pa yan, react lang kayo. So ako naman, nagsasend pa ako ng mga emoji dun sa chat. Ano yan? So parang medyo naging informal din siya.
Actually, masaya ako na naging ganun siya sa online. Kasi di ba kapag classroom setting, parang tapos na yung lecture, tatanong ng doktor, any questions? Nagtatanong, ganyan. Pero nung sa isang lecture namin sa Derma Pharma, nakakatawa kasi although hindi naka-on yung cam, Pero yung mga
Ah.
tao, tuloy-tuloy silang nagtatanong ng questions.
Mas interactive siya, no?
Karma pa, no?
Hindi naman kami ng time to ask questions. Pero usually at the end of the lectures na. Hindi siya, unlike kapag sa during face-to-face classes, you can ask, you can raise your hand. Pero I mean, in my experience kasi, ganun siya. Right after the lectures.
The tuition fee, are there any changes? O mas mura ba yung tuition fee ngayon na online classes? Or is it still the same kasi the school is paying for the platforms they're using, the apps, for the employees, diba?
Coming from a public-funded university, so walang bawas sa tuition. Pero wala din siyang tuition fee increase. Kasi usually every year, there will be a hike in tuition fee. The school will be offering various forms of assistance for the students.
So when the school year 2019 to 2020 was ending, parang people were raising, do we get a refund? We didn't really get to finish the school year in person. Nakat short din talaga yung school year nila. The past school year, they agreed na may refund. You can decide whether to carry over to your next tuition, to be actually refunded to your bank account. Parang i-donate mo to help with the frontliner. Initially, we were told na we would be having our clerkship for 6 months online. We wouldn't be using any of our old classrooms na, at least not as we used to. So, yung miscellaneous fee talaga yung nagpapabulk noon. Tud naman namin na hindi naman pwedeng super baba kasi we're paying for the raise of the professors, the staff were managing everything, lalo na yung nag-a-arrange nung online platform namin.
Tsaka yung mga softwares, ganyan, mahal din kasi yun eh.
This academic year, wala pang nare-release actually. Na
So more likely, same lang talaga yung tuition fee, no? Nag-iba lang yung platform, tapos halos same lang.
Oo, pero sana nga ma-decrease kasi nga naman, wala na tayo sa school,
actually,
electricity, wifi, lahat.
Yung pass. Kasi sa amin mag-exam din nung nag-lockdown. So wala din kami nakuhang refund. Yung mga hindi pa fully paid for the last year are still, kailangan nila bayaran, hindi nila nabayaran to be able to enroll for this.
Same din naman.
Regarding online classes, what platforms or apps do you use sa mga classes nyo or kayo personally?
Iba kasi per department kung anong ginagamit nila. So na-experience ko is Google Classroom. Nandun yung Google Meet sa Google Classroom. Edmodo. Yung ibang departments, hindi lang yung apps, yung iba download din ng kasi personal experience WhatsApp. Ganyan.
Hindi kayong group chat, parang ganon.
Yeah. Per department, pwede din sa department ko anong gusto niyang messaging app. Sa incoming clerks namin na nagko-clerkship, online clerkship ngayon, MS Teams.
MS Teams na rin kami nag-migrate. Apparently, part of the tuition kasama may license to use Microsoft Office Online. So, while they were setting that up, most of the classes that were held in Zoom at first. So, ngayon, ang current mode of classes namin is through MS Teams. Doon sila nagsasend ng files, ng mga schedules. Tapos, depending on the doctor, yung preceptor nyo, yung iba gusto Telegram, makipag-communicate, yung iba may Viber required. Kailangan lahat sila naka-on yung notifications para in case na
Canvas or yung other name niya is AUF My Class.
My class.
Ayan. Mga doon is yung mga announcement, official announcement, schedule, discussions. Sa siya? Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams talaga yung ginagamit ngayon. No? May limit ba yun sa number of persons na makakasama sa class or wala naman?
We've tried 200.
Ay, ang dami ng 200.
A batch more than 200 kami.
How do you parang cope up with it? Do you have personal apps for the online classes lang? Maliban dun sa mga sinabi nyo na ginagamit ng mga professor?
Yung sa akin kasi iPad yung ginagamit.
Or gadgets na ginagamit nyo?
Iba, documents, WPS, actually, books, sa mismong app. Ayun.
Gadgets kong hawak, or ginagamit ko lang naman is phone, tsaka yung laptop. Tapos, to organize lang naman, G-Drive. You can access it.
Walang kamatayang G-Drive.
G-Drive for everything else.
G-Drive ng book class. May nagda-Dropbox ba sa inyo? Kami ng Dropbox pa eh.
Mahirap na yan Dropbox ngayon eh.
Luma na yung sa akin, di na unupdated. Dropbox pa kami. So that's it for this episode. I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And if you have any comments, questions, clarifications, or suggestions, please comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. So see you in my next video. Bye!